9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Hello. What's up, man?
What's going on?
Welcome to an impromptu. Well, that effing figures, people. Person, nobody, whatever. What's going on?
Not much. You get off today?
Yeah, I had off all last week for the bereavement, but I go back to work tomorrow. So, yeah,
So
I'm kind of ready to go back.
your Eagles lost last night.
Yeah, he did. It's all right. But I think that puts the. I think that I was telling my wife. I said I think that puts to rest football for me, at least for the foreseeable future. I really don't want to watch anymore because I always watch him with my dad. He's not here, so I don't. I don't know. It sounds stupid to some people, but I just don't. I don't know. I think that was like my that was my last game, at least for a long time.
Right.
I have no reason to watch it, man. So it's changing anyway. It's not as good as it was.
No, I agree.
I'm not making excuses. They lost. It was a good game. That call at the end was kind of questionable because I think a lot of people, a lot of players were doing the same type of holding type of stuff, and you don't end the game like that. I don't think you just let it play through. I think even the announcer said that, but
Right.
no excuses. They lost, and it is what it is.
I didn't watch it, but it was a close game, wasn't it?
38-35, I believe it was. Yeah. I mean,
I really don't. I mean, I understand completely on both reasons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, it just seems like the perfect way for me to walk away from it because I've been wanting to do that anyway for the past few years, and the only reason why I watched it still was because me and my dad did that together. That was our thing.
Right.
So it might be the perfect chance for me to get the hell out of that. It's not getting any better.
They've destroyed the NFL, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think the halftime show is way too long and not really good, in my opinion. But yeah, it is what it is.
I mean, isn't that just a political showcase nowadays too? I mean,
pretty much. But,
I mean, I'm just so tired of the politics having to touch every fucking thing. Like that's basically what I wanted to bring up about that Harry Potter game. Like I haven't played it. I don't know if I ever will. My son wants to, and I will. So I probably will end up playing it.
Yeah.
What I want to talk about, there was a, Wired magazine or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They wrote, okay, person wrote a review that gave it like 1 out of 10 because of the whatever statements that J.K. Rowling made and whatever.
Okay.
I'm like, that has nothing to do with the gameplay. So now we allow politics to reflect reviews on a video game?
Right.
Like, where does it end?
Well, I just think, like we were talking about earlier, I'm just sick of having to agree with everything or people expecting me to agree with everything.
Yeah.
I don't, and I will never, like, even me and you don't agree on everything.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean, it just seems like if some people don't agree with other people, oh, you're an asshole then. No, it's an opinion.
Right.
I have mine, you have yours. But Mega Demon, welcome, man. Thanks for joining us as usual. You definitely are the star of this show, Mega Demon. You always show, man. Thank you.
I mean, your job is to write a review for a video game.
Hmm.
Politics don't play into it. It's
Yeah.
about gameplay, visuals, whatever. We don't. You don't. Why would you even as whoever's making the decisions at that fucking place? Why would they even allow that story to get published? It's
Hmm.
sickening. Like, when does it end? I don't.
Yeah. It's crazy. T3, welcome. Thanks for joining.
No, and
Yeah,
I
we
get what you're saying too. Like, everybody, I see it all the time. People just agree with each other because they want to get around that conflict.
yeah. Yeah.
It's
Conflict's good
it doesn't have
sometimes.
to be a conflict. Two people can have opposing views, or it just I don't.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. But I mean, if conflict happens, then yeah,
Fucking
it'll
Mike,
take some time.
having a debate is fucking healthy. Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
If you can't, you're not capable.
Right.
Then sit the fuck down.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, T3, we don't agree on everything, but at the end of the day, you're my guy. So it's okay, It's definitely okay. There's just a lot of weird shit in the world right now, man.
I was listening to the radio this morning. We were taking my son to school, and they were like the government shot down three unidentified objects.
Hmm. Hmm.
Nobody's talking about it, but we're
Yeah.
talking about what Rihanna was wearing for the fucking halftime show, and like, I mean,
Yeah.
doesn't that just tell you right there that people are worried about the wrong fucking things?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, definitely. We don't know what that is that's flying around us. Yeah, I don't.
And I mean, okay, that
Kind of
too, like,
crazy that they're not worried about that or talking about that a whole lot.
but not even that. Like, was it who deemed it a threat? Like, did it do something that made us think we're in danger? Or, I mean, why is the first instinct to shoot it down? I mean,
Yeah, I guess.
were
I
they
guess.
shooting at us? I mean, what?
Well, I know.
don't
I guess.
understand that either.
I guess the main point of it was we have agreements with a lot of, if not all, countries that we can't fly in each other's airspace without consent or things like that. So when you see something like that flying around, you either have to shoot it down or
Okay,
you have to
you know,
find out what it is.
We don't
And
even know the
I don't even know how you
technology
do
that
that.
our military uses. You're telling me that they don't know whether or not China's flying in our airspace or Russia? Give me a fucking
Supposedly
Give me
they
a fucking
don't.
break.
So supposedly
That's
they
a crock
don't.
of shit.
They may know, but certain people can't say that they know, and that's just the way it is right now. I hope it's aliens. That's probably the least of our worries right
That's
now,
just
at
pretty
least.
sad. Like, let's say, no, it probably wasn't, but let's say that was extraterrestrial life, right?
Hmm.
So our first thing we do is shoot it down and kill it, or what? I mean, is that a smart idea?
It's hard for me to call that, because I
Not
don't
to
know.
mention, if they are here, that means they're way more advanced than us. So now we just pissed them off. And
Yeah, yeah. Now we're gonna have ET at our
I
door.
mean, it
That's just great.
doesn't take a fucking genius to play this scenario out.
Hmm. Yeah. Mega Demon, what's the big news, my friend?
I think he's talking about what we're talking about.
I don't know. He usually has breaking news on here, man. His birthday, his game, something. What do you got this week, Mega Demon? See? Congratulations. He adopted a new dog,
Oh,
Bonnie.
nice.
Now you need one named Clyde, so you have two.
What kind of dog is it? We're gonna have to bring Mega Demon on someday.
I was gonna say maybe he should log on now, and I think he deserves to be on here. If that's a good thing, I don't know. Like that could be torturous. Who knows? I don't know.
Oh,
T3,
yeah.
you're on hiatus. We saw that. I'm kind of on hiatus too, man.
T3, you're always on hiatus.
Yeah. You should
think
just let us know when you're
you're-
doing something.
I think you're breaking from your break right now. I think that's how.
Dachshund and a boxer. Cool. I'm that Mega Demon. You need one, and you need another one, and name it Clyde, and that would be cool as hell.
Oh yeah, I love boxers.
Yeah, Bonnie and Clyde, two boxers. Man, that'd be badass. Yeah. Mm.
Well, I'm excited about Wednesday.
I was just gonna say, yeah.
It's gonna be
Edward Payson.
it's gonna be a good.
Yeah, Edward Payson, man. Writer, director, does some horror stuff. I was actually shocked that he answered me, but it just goes to show you never know, man. So yeah, I can't wait to talk to him. For sure.
Did you watch the latest episode of Last of Us?
No, I did not. I'm maybe watch it. Probably watch it tomorrow because wrestling's on the night. So
Oh man, it was a banger.
was it? Was it?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
It was a
Good.
banger. It was
Good.
definitely you knew it was an HBO show, that's for sure.
I was just sitting down with my wife. We had just sat on the couch when you said let's go live after we decided to go live, and we were watching you. I don't know. This season's not like every other. I'm not really getting into it, but I am interested to see who is stalking him this time. So I'm only on episode 2 or 3. I keep walking away from it, so I have to keep rewatching.
Oh, I finished that already.
Yeah, I have not, so don't ruin it. But
I already knew. It's kind of obvious, actually. It's who I thought it was, but it was making me think I was doubting myself because I was like, well, that makes sense.
hmm
And a lot of times now they like to throw that twist in there, but it ends up being who I thought it was. I just thought it was. I know they were. They started this season out as a 2-parter, right? So I thought it was going to be like a legit 2-part, but all they did was like cut a normal season in half and made it 2 different parts, which is
5
fucking
and 5,
stupid.
right?
Yeah. When it ended, I'm like, what is going? I'm like, did I skip like 5 episodes or what? I was like, really? That's what you guys are calling a 2-part? But Last of Us, though, dude. Besides Maverick, HBO shows, not all of them, but like Game of Thrones and now this one is the only thing that like gets my heart pumping. Again, last episode of Last of Us, it gets your heart pumping. You're like, oh shit, and then like shit just goes down, dude. It's awesome.
And I actually like watching it this way, where you have to wait a week and the suspense builds. That's the way it should be.
See, that doesn't matter to me.
For me, it does. I like that little suspense. I definitely want to watch that tomorrow. I'm really close to getting rid of cable. We called and our bill's like ridiculously high, and it's like the only way to get it lower is to get rid of a few little tiny boxes that they give us. And I'm like, that's not doing shit anyway. And I don't really watch these channels, man. It's like we got so many channels that I don't watch. I'm just considering paying for the internet. Like we have the fastest internet supposedly that they have. So I just pay for that and just keep HBO Max, Netflix, shit like that. Like the rest of the world's doing.
Yeah, I have no use for cable. Like if I were to, like I'd be in the same boat that you're in. Like if I have cable, I have to buy like the biggest package so I get my HBOs and my Showtimes. But that's all I watch. I don't watch anything else. So it's like it's so fucking stupid and pointless to have to pay hundreds of dollars so I can get a $15 channel that I can, you know, they can buy a HBO Max for whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
$10.
I can get a hot toy a month for the price of that, you know?
Yeah, it's
And I'd
ridiculous.
rather have that. But we called the other day, and the lady actually told us, and this was the most ridiculous thing I ever heard. She said, "We have the best price available." And I'm like, that's not possible. And she was like, "If you downgrade to less channels, your price will actually go up because of the package you're in." So, and I told her, I said, "How much for just the internet?" And she told me the price, and I'm like, "I may be calling you back in a couple of days because this shit, I don't watch it. I don't watch it, man. If I could find a way, and I know there's a way to have the USA Network, I don't know if that's part of Paramount Plus. I don't know because I am gonna miss watching Monday Night Raw and shit like that. But there's got to be a way to get like,
Well, I
and
think for wrestling you need Peacock, don't
well,
you?
that's for pay per views. I can get that's
Oh,
$10. That's not a big deal. Um, if I could have like 4 or 5 apps and maybe one of them have the USA Network on it, I don't even know. I don't even like most of the time. I fall asleep by 9:30 on Monday Night Raw anyway. It's not a big deal. I could always catch up on it and read about it or whatever the next day or whatever. It's not a big deal, but um,
yeah. The last time I had any form of like direct TV or cable or whatever,
mm,
there's very rarely would I watch like do like the whole football vision thing or something. Like
mhm,
if like there was, if I would run out of stuff on HBO or something, I might go into the on demand section of it. But like
yeah.
dude, all those channels, and like most of the channels are all garbage channels on top of it. All those stupid music channels and
Yeah, I don't want that.
like they're just like filler channels. It's like stupid shit. And then all the bullshit news that's like all those channels, those are fucking useless.
I don't even watch the news. Like
That's
I
what I'm
try to
saying.
stay
Well,
away
'cause
from that shit.
they're useless on top of it. I mean, it's all bullshit anyways.
And like the Weather Channel too. It's like I don't give a shit what it's doing. No offense, out west. I just
Right,
need my weather,
right.
and I can get that on my phone.
And that's fucking wrong half the time too. So
Hell
it's
yeah! It's
more
snowing out.
bullshit.
They'll say it's sunny. They don't know what the hell they're doing. So I'm gonna check out that DirecTV stream that T3 is talking about. I don't know if I want to get anything T3 has though. His internet seems kind of, you know, he freezes up a lot, man. Yeah, do I really want this T3? Yeah, I would have to keep my Xfinity internet anyway. But I don't know.
Looking for something to open up.
I did open up. I did make that trade yesterday to that guy I do my local trades with for the Iron Man hot toy. I just put that in the DTOF today. It's really nice. The die cast one,
Yeah. I
the
saw
Mark
that.
85.
Yeah.
It's actually the best suit. It's like the nostalgic suit for me. I like that one a lot. Um, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's heavy.
Well, I guess I could open up this guy. You open up my Samurai Leo.
There we go.
A lot of
Pop
work
open.
though. I don't know if I want to put all this work into doing it.
Yeah, and I don't want to hear that clamshell crackling in my ear. What's up, General Kenobi's bunker? Good show last night with my man Yukon. I tried to stay in the whole time. Well, I got it. I think I got it afterwards. Yeah, I did it after the fact. But I did watch.
I was there.
Well, I had to watch the Super Bowl, so Yukon lost out on that one. But I did rewatch. So
Yeah, I'm happy I didn't watch that shit show.
yeah, like I told you, man. I think I don't really. There's no need for me to watch that anymore. And I'm not bitter from last night. That was a good game. The best team won. It is what it is. But I think I'm done.
Did you hear what that fucking announcer said? Like the post game show, it was on the radio this morning.
Mm-mm.
He said something. You said something about two teams facing off, and they both have African American quarterbacks. And then he was like, he said, and something about also being Lincoln's birthday.
Hmm.
I was like, are you fucking stupid? Like, there was no need for that. Oh, what's up,
No.
Casey?
No. There's no need for to even bring up what the
Right.
quarterbacks are, in my honest opinion. I mean, they're just quarterbacks in my
Exactly.
eyes. I don't care if they're purple, green, polka dot, whatever, man. It's just a quarterback in the NFL, and they are actually very lucky to be able to do that for a living and have that skill. So I don't care what they are, really. It's a shame we got to focus on all that, but
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Mega Demon. See, Mega Demon heard about that. I was just like, you. I mean, you're a professional broadcaster, and you're that fucking stupid. Like,
yeah. Yeah, they should maybe prep these guys. Like you might not want to say certain things when you go on.
I mean, that's just common fucking like. I mean, like you're saying, I the same thing. Why do we have to focus on that every fucking thing? Like, you want everybody, but I don't want to get into it honestly. But
Well, in a world where we don't have, there's no need for segregation. I just think that everybody, if you're a quarterback, you're a quarterback. I love both of those quarterbacks. They're both really good. The two of the best right now, in my opinion. But I don't care. I don't care about the rest. I don't look at it like that. And I guess I'm lucky that way. So I don't have to dwell on things like that.
yeah,
So yeah. Moving on from that. Welcome KCJ to the chat. Thanks for being here. Yeah, get back to work tomorrow, man. I think I'm ready to get out of the house sometime, though. I've been here for a week now, and I'm ready to go back, I believe. So we'll see. It's been a long week.
trying to find something here. Oh yeah, that was man. People and the fucking with this damn Flash movie, dude. I know I
With the
was
what?
I was the stupid Flash movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every fucking thing. Somebody cannot comment on something about the Flash movie without bringing up the whole fucking. Oh, I wish they would have recasted Ezra Miller. Oh, this. Oh, Ezra Miller. This. Like, if you are so fucking against dude and can't stand him and everything else, then don't fucking support the movie. Don't say on one hand, cannot wait to see it and all this bullshit, but then sit there and fucking just keep going on and on about fucking Ezra Miller.
Mm-hmm. I got you.
I don't understand you. I just don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, like for me, I don't watch things where I don't like the people in them. Like I told you, I never watched Seinfeld. I don't like the guy, so I don't watch it. But I'm not going to sit here and say I can't wait to see it. But I hate him. I wish they'd put somebody else in his place.
If I chose what should I watch based off of how I liked the personal shit of the actors, I probably would not fucking watch anything.
I probably wouldn't have to have TV at all if that was the case.
Yeah, I mean,
I try to put my personal feelings aside for some of the shit that they say. But, like Robert De Niro, it's really hard for me to watch his movies anymore. But I try to look past everything else and just say, all right, it's a movie. And, certain movies I do like him in. There's a lot of people I have to put to the side for that anymore. But, yeah, it is what it is. And the funny part about that is just because they're in the limelight, they don't have to bring these things up. They're not politicians.
Yeah.
Don't say these things. Just shut the fuck up and do your acting job.
Live in the same world that I live in.
Yeah.
So what the fuck do I care what you fucking think? No, but besides all that garbage, the trailer itself, it just looks like a typical fucking superhero movie. And I love, dude. Keaton is my Batman. That's the Batman I grew up with.
I agree. I just said that to somebody.
Yeah, if I had to pick my favorite Batman or Batman I have to go with, he's mine. But when you see him in that trailer, he doesn't move like the Keaton Batman. Like to me, it's Keaton, but it's not Keaton Batman to me. I don't know if
Yeah.
anybody can get what I'm saying.
No.
Like I don't know.
I agree. I was just telling somebody yesterday that Keaton Batman was my favorite, and then the last guy he did, the Pattinson guy, I think that's his name, right? He was good too. I like that movie. I like the way he played Batman in that one. But Michael Keaton's definitely my favorite one as well. See, I can agree sometime. I don't have to though.
Yeah, I mean, like T3 saying, it is fucking pointless. Why watch it? It's DC's getting rebooted. I mean,
It's always, that's why I gave up a long time ago on a lot of them, because it's the same shit over and over, or it's different actors playing the same part and this and that, and I'm like, I'm done.
and
I'm not
besides
going to
all
complain
that,
about it. I just don't watch it. So
I've never been a big Flash fan, so I
Mhm.
don't really care about the Flash. It doesn't do anything for me. Like, so
yeah, it doesn't really get me either. I mean,
honestly, they're using Michael Keaton and Batman to get anything out of that movie, in my opinion.
the cash grab for more figures, more movies, more this, more that. That's what it all is right now.
Yeah. And then they got, I don't know. It looks stupid to me. I'm sorry. Not doing anything for me.
Yeah.
It's just these people are funny on social media. Like they're all hell bent on the trailer, and then right after they get done praising it, they're like, "Oh, but they should have recasted Ezra Miller." And I'm like,
Yeah.
wasn't the shit all filmed already and everything? So like, wait, you think they're gonna like throw all that fucking money and work away to recast somebody and start fresh?
Yeah. Yeah. The only
That would be the total opposite of what Hollywood stands for.
Mhm. I'm bored with it all, man. I missed so many of them movies. I don't even care at this point.
And the whole everybody with the whole Snyderverse thing, dude. Snyderverse sucked. I don't care what anybody says. That no, like when that shit was going on, nobody gave a fuck about it. And then it ended, and now there's all these Snyderverse people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Batman vs Superman, that movie was garbage.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't even know they made that, dude. I'm like so out of the loop with that shit.
There was nothing special about Aquaman.
Yeah.
No,
I heard that was not
good. Was fucking Superman, and that was so long ago already that it's irrelevant.
And I don't even like Christopher Reeve is my Superman. He's the best one in my opinion.
I loved Cavill's Superman movie. It like I said, it was so long ago now that it's not. It doesn't matter to me anymore. Like it's done and over with.
Mm-hmm.
Why? There's no point to bring them back now. I mean, and like you said, the whole thing's getting rebooted anyway. So if you're gonna reboot it. Don't like pick and choose what you're gonna reboot. So I don't know. These people just makes no sense to me. Whatever.
It's not supposed to make sense. That's what they want.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, bring Reeves back. They can just do CGI.
I mean, they did it for Paul Walker, right? Shit.
They did it for what's his name in the new Tron movie too, to make what's his name look young.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Christopher Reeves to me, I grew up on that Superman. That was my Superman when Zod and all those guys showed up. That was fucking awesome, and I love those movies.
Back when that was like the only superhero movie we had.
Yeah, but it wasn't oversaturated either, so it was so good that way. He only got them here like few and far between. Not every month you get a new superhero movie, a reboot like we do now.
Honestly, that's probably what's hurting the whole superhero world right now anyways.
Yeah.
Just the oversaturation.
Yeah.
Like
too much of anything is not good.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, there's my mom. My mom is in the chat.
Yeah, that's what we talked about. Good one, Mom. Yeah, because that's exactly what we said a few weeks ago. Like they keep redoing things. Why can't they have some creativity You know,
because they want that for sure moneymaker.
they
It's
can't
all
think of new shows. They
it's
have
the
to
for
keep
sure
bringing
money.
back everything. Like, yeah, I mean, all the ones she's named. You know, it's kind of crazy. Like they can't think of anything new. They keep redoing everything with a little modern twist, which always seems corny to me in the first place. You know, I mean, Hawaii Five O. That's 70s and 80s. That's the way it should have stayed.
Yep.
Um, MacGyver, dude, MacGyver could fix anything, dude. That guy was badass, and now that's one I didn't even know they had. You know what? I do think I remember them having a new one of those. I've never watched it though. I can't remember any of those reboots that I actually started watching like religiously. You know,
I mean, they're usually not bad, but they're not
Mhm.
like anything special. You know, they're not
Yeah.
like they're. I don't know. Just they,
Mhm.
like I said a billion times, they want that for sure moneymaker,
Mhm.
and when they already have a name that made money, and they know it'll make money again,
Mhm.
that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna pick that over something new any day, and that's why Hollywood's in failure right now, in my opinion.
I'm gonna say a show that they should bring back, and you might say they already have, and I don't know because I don't watch TV that much. But Knight Rider.
No, I don't. They haven't done that one
I'm
yet.
surprised they haven't done that one yet.
I'm
You
sure it's
know,
coming.
they could have him in a Tesla. you know,
Right.
you know,
It's
um,
fucking.
yeah. But seriously though, like that's one movie that they probably could pull and show that they could pull off that they haven't. I don't know why they haven't done that yet. And I swear I was gonna sit here and wait for you to say, "Oh, they have." It was called Knight Rider 2000 or something like that. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm surprised they haven't done that one yet.
I'm sure it's coming. It's
Oh
probably
yeah, if you're watching, don't steal my idea.
probably on the
On the horizon, yeah,
yeah. It's coming probably.
yeah. That's one that you know, I can't
No,
believe they haven't in a world where everybody loves sports cars, you know,
they
and
need to
crime and
stop.
all that shit, you know.
They need to stop bringing back and doing remakes. Like
Hmm.
you ended it for a reason. Don't bring it back. Now, if
Hmm.
it was a show like that they ended and shouldn't have ended, like and not fucking 40 years ago, I'm fine with that.
Hmm.
But shows from the 70s and 80s that ended and they ended for a reason, you don't bring them back now. Like they're
Right.
done and over with. Let it
Yeah.
go. There's they probably have
Excuse me.
buildings filled with scripts. Pick some.
Just have somebody with some creativity, man. That's
Right.
the same thing in wrestling, and that's why it's so like that's boring too anymore. You know, I'm gonna go downstairs after this is over, and I'm gonna watch wrestling. I'm probably gonna fall asleep on the couch, and I'm gonna miss 2 out of the 3 hours of it. Why? Because it's fucking boring and there's nothing new. There's no creative. There's no anything right now. It's just, and the only thing that's going on in wrestling right now is the Bloodline storyline. That's it. Other than that, snooze fest. You know, and Cody Rhodes is now with in that Bloodline storyline kind of too. But yeah, it's boring.
What,
Everything's boring.
is that coming to an end soon?
I think the Bloodline storyline's coming to an end at WrestleMania. I think Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn will win the tag belts from the Usos, and I think Cody Rhodes will win over Roman Reigns. But, yeah, but it's just I think it's time. They need to end it. And I heard rumors that they might let Roman keep it to SummerSlam. I hope not. They really need to split them belts back up and have somebody on Monday and somebody on Friday. But because it's just not working out the way it is. And T3 says Knight Rider 2008 with Val Kilmer was the voice of Kit. So they did have something.
It obviously wasn't anything special because
Maybe it was a movie.
yeah, I don't get why they haven't split those belts up. I don't even watch wrestling, and I don't understand why they haven't split those belts up.
Well, you got what's his name, Austin Theory as the U.S. champion on Monday night. You just can't have He can't be the face of Monday Night Raw right now. It's just not working. They need a world title on that show. USA Network's getting screwed heavily on with this whole deal because Roman's part-time. So they need to get the belt split and give Cody the world belt, make him have the winged belt again like they did in the 80s and 90s, and carry on. Let's do something fun.
Yeah,
get some creative.
See, Knight Rider really didn't come back.
It lasted one episode.
They probably pitched it, and it didn't do shit, so that was it.
Rolando, welcome to the chat.
That was it.
Yeah. Thanks for joining, Rolando, as usual. I appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, everything's oversaturated, man. It's all these smart people out there. You think they could come up with something? I mean, something, but there's just nothing out there, And everything's done like even The Last of Us. It's very Walking Dead-ish to me, but it's from a video game too. So they had to take this idea from a video game and make it a show, which I appreciate. I like it, but
yeah, but there's every show or movie comes from either a book or a comic. There is no like straight from somebody's brain to
very few.
Yeah. So I mean, everything there's source material for pretty much everything, but it's the remakes and all that shit that I can't stand.
Do you feel like The Last of Us is really similar to The Walking Dead in some ways?
No.
And you don't think so?
Fuck no.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
I kind of do a little bit because I can see.
I think it's so much.
I mean, it's a good show. It's a good show, but
amazing.
Walking Dead was good at first too. I want to see how this can stand the test of time. Though I want to see what they do, because you got to face it. Eventually, there's gonna be little towns that try to take each other over, just like The Walking Dead. I mean, they would have to happen, right? Eventually, I mean, people are gonna run out of supplies, and things like that. And they're gonna want to build things back up again. So eventually, something like that's gonna happen. I would think, don't you?
Well, in a post-apocalyptic world, the danger is always gonna be the people.
Yeah,
that's always gonna be the real danger. I just don't. When I watch Last of Us, I don't feel Walking Dead at all.
Fair enough. Yeah, I don't feel it a lot. I'm thinking ahead, like maybe 2-3 seasons down the road. Are they going to run into a brick wall where they have nothing else to do but kind of move in that direction? I mean, I'm enjoying it now. Don't get me wrong. I'm just trying to think ahead, like with the lack of creativity out there, can they really make this last?
Now, I don't even think there will be a season 3. They're going to do season 1 and they'll do season 2 because there's like second game, and
you think that's it?
I don't think they're going to start writing their own. I don't know. Who knows?
I don't know. I think they might keep going.
But we're talking HBO here. They're not going to remake The Walking Dead.
Mm-hmm. We'll see what happens. I'm enjoying it. Don't get me wrong. I'm just thinking ahead. There's only so many things you can do in a post-apocalyptic world, like you said. So we'll see.
What are we guessing about Mega Demon?
He got a question above. Did you read that? I have no idea.
My first ever NBA McFarlane figure is one of my favorite NBA player of all time. Here's a hint. There's a song named after him, sung by the late singer Aaron Carter.
Michael Jordan? I mean, he's my favorite player of all time.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about Aaron Carter.
Me either.
If I were to make
a good thing.
If I were to make an uneducated guess, I would say Michael Jordan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Michael Jordan. Don't leave us hanging, Mega Demon. Give us the answer.
but you'll definitely have to fill us in on that one.
Yeah. I'm not privy to Aaron Carter's music.
I was checking out, seeing if there's any new. You see those Simpsons Ultimates Wave 4 figures that are coming out?
Shaquille O'Neal. There's the answer.
Oh, Shaquille O'Neal. Oh, it would have been.
That's interesting that he's your favorite basketball player of all time. That's interesting. No, but you know what I did see? The last time I was in Target, which was a couple of weeks ago, and I filmed it, but then I deleted it because it was just nonsense. The only thing I did see that I like was the new Monster 3-pack. Have you seen that? Yeah, it's a NECA Monster 3-pack. I think it's from the movie they did recently, or whenever that movie came out. It's pretty cool. It would have been better if it was from the 1950s show.
I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool looking, but I mean, it would be better if it was, you know, the original show's characters.
Oh yeah, the movie stuff.
No.
That Monsters remake was horrible. I couldn't even watch it. It was so bad.
I didn't watch it either. No.
It was horrible.
Well, these characters, these NECA, I think they're based off of that movie and not the 1960s or 50s, whatever that was, show.
Yeah, I think they are, because I know they did the Zombo guy or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I know they've been doing that. What was I was watching some guy the other night, and like everything he collected, it had to be. It was like he didn't collect stuff that he like just because he liked the character or not. It had to be like a good show, or like the movie had to do really good. That was the only reason he collected the stuff. I don't know. I couldn't get behind that. I was just like, to me, that's just like, if I feel like you're not collecting for you, then.
You know? I mean, if he's collecting them because he liked those movies or shows, I guess he is collecting for him. But
no, that's not what he was saying. It was like he would even say like, yeah, I like that character, but the movie just did so bad, so I was like, yeah, I'm not going to buy that character. I'm like, so you're not collecting for yourself then? Or I mean, you must be collecting this stuff just so you can sell it later down the road. I don't.
Maybe a lot of people do that. I don't know. So it's kind of like, for me, like Mega Demon was born in 1995. I graduated in 92 from high school. He wasn't around to see Michael Jordan except in Space Jam. You missed a lot, my brother. I was lucky enough to be so old that I watched Michael Jordan at the University of North Carolina Tar Heels and then move on to the NBA. And I actually had his Jordan 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s as they came out. And I wish I still had them because I'd be pretty well off. But
they'd be like disintegrated.
Unless you preserve them somehow. There are ways, but
you like
who would know to do that, you know?
You like can't even touch those fuckers. Like you have to be so careful with them because they just, I mean, I had shoes that were like 20 years old that just ended up in the basement and stuff.
Yeah.
And the foam just disintegrates on them. And when you look at pictures of like original Jordan 1s and stuff, they when they're touching them, they're like so careful with them because they seriously will just fall apart.
Yeah. I remember being about 12 years old and my dad took me to the shoe store and we bought a pair of Jordan 1s and they were called Nike Sky Jordans. They weren't even Air Jordans yet. They actually changed the name to Air Jordan not too far after that, but they were actually Sky Jordans. That's what it said on the heel, on the ankle part. Yeah, but I remember getting the red, black. I think the red and black ones or the red, black, and white ones. I forget which ones. I may have had both. I was a spoiled brat when I was a kid, but so I had those. I wish I still, well, like you said, they might have disintegrated, but it would have been cool, you know, if there's a way to preserve them to have those. I'm sure someone has done that. I just wouldn't know that being a kid. I just wore them and destroyed them like I do shoes now, you know, so you don't think about that. But, yeah. Hey, Dave, what's up, man? Thanks for joining.
Yeah, welcome.
These dimensions.
When Kobe passed, Shaquille O'Neal's son came to him and broke the news. Jack replied, "Get that out of my face." Then he heard from multiple sources. He was very devastated. Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah, that was bad. That was a bad time. That was right before COVID started, right?
Did you ever watch like you can like watch it's like a recreated of everything that like from inside the cockpit of that helicopter and everything, and you listen to the audio and stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like
No, I haven't.
really strange, dude. Like
Yeah, I bet.
I don't get it.
I don't know why they make do reenactments like that. You don't want to
So you
reenact
can learn
something.
from it.
I guess, but I don't know if I guess somebody had to approve that, family or whatever, but I don't know that I'd want that for me. But let me see what he's saying here.
There's tons of those airplane recreated things out there, like ones where the pilot had a heart attack and they had to talk the passenger into, someone that's barely ever flight a plane or not flight a plane before. Like that's just crazy. You imagine that? Like,
yeah, I know that happens. Yeah,
I'm never getting in a plane that doesn't have at least a pilot and a co-pilot.
Yeah, because what are the chances of both having a heart attack at the
Right,
same
exactly.
time?
Because
But then again, how often do you go on a plane and say, "Hey, how many pilots do you have on this plane?"
right.
They're like, "Get out of here, kid."
If I have a buddy that flies a plane, I'm not going up with just him. That's for sure.
Right.
You better bring
Those
someone
private
else.
planes are dangerous, man. There's been a lot. Like Roy Halladay for the Phillies, he actually died in a plane crash, I think, a few years before Kobe did. The single engines that they fly, the single engine planes, man, it's kind of scary sometimes when you think about that. I know it's a nice hobby for people, but I don't know. You hear too much about them, man. It's kind of scares me off.
Those small planes, when you're in them, it's like you're in like a fucking tube wrapped in tinfoil. They're like loud and fucking shaky and
yeah.
like
Yeah. I remember getting on one. Like I had to go. We went to we had a fly to Chicago to then fly to South Bend, Indiana, because the big plane didn't have, I guess, wasn't capable of that airport in South Bend at the time. So we had to go in this little single engine one. I was like, shit, the whole time. We're like, you just feel all this shaking, you hear all this noise, and you're like, we're going down, man.
Oh, the plane that I had to get on to go from Miami to Puerto Rico was just a real small. I mean, it was small. There was not that many people on it.
Yeah. Hey, Josh Pence, thanks for joining in tonight, man. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it.
Yeah, not much going on here. Just
no, you're not. Yeah. We just impromptu came on here and started bitching about stuff. So, yeah, it is what it is. What's Mega Demon on his birthday? I had a basketball game. Yeah, it's a bad time, man. Bad time for because Kobe passed right before COVID. I think it was like the February. Right around the same time it was getting ready to start. So that was a bad start to the year for sure.
Dave, who we bitching at now?
I don't know. You got any suggestions on who we can bitch at? Just throw it at us, and we'll be and we'll be good to go. We'll bitch at whoever you want. Sounds good, Josh. Appreciate it, man. No rush. I do want that Mando though. I can't wait to get it.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that.
Yeah. Because I wanted the regular one. But
what one did you get off of Josh?
The deluxe Chrome Mando. Where he has like the speeder bike, the broken speeder bike. He can hold it up and all that. Yeah,
that's the one you wanted, right?
I did, but I was kind of like, if I was gonna buy it from like Sideshow or Big Bad, I was gonna get the regular version. but when I saw Josh selling that one with, and for the price he sold it for, and you don't have to pay the tax or the shipping. It was a no brainer, man. Because it's not that I didn't want all those. It's not that I didn't want the deluxe. It's just that I just thought it had too many accessories. But I'll probably be cussing putting that thing together. Opening
Yeah.
them things are nerve wracking sometime, man. You don't want to break anything.
Yeah, Dave, don't. We're not meant to fly. We're not meant for the ocean, and we're not meant for the jungle or the desert. So,
You stay in the house.
basically, stay right where you're at.
Yeah, like Josh says, $70 under retail with tax and shipping. Yeah, it's definitely going to go to somebody who's going to appreciate it, that's for sure. Because I'll take care of it, man. So, yeah, I was glad to get that off you.
Yeah, we'll make them open it up on one of our shows.
You really want me cussing that much?
Was there something you're nervous about, or
I'm always nervous when I open Hot Toys, man. I gotta have like a whole table dedicated because there's so much shit that comes with them, and this one is the most intimidating one I think I have besides the 2-pack boba.
See, I like when they come with a lot of shit though, because you don't. I mean, you can.
Yeah.
Like I won't use everything to display, but you can pick and choose. You can swap shit out when you're displaying it. You always
Right,
got different options and shit.
But this one here, you want like the broken speeder bike and the boba, the damaged armor. You want everything hanging on him while he's carrying it, like he did in the show. So, yeah. I'll tell you what. If I don't open it up on a live stream, I will show it on a live stream, and I'll definitely shout you out, brother, for giving me such a good deal on it. That's for sure. Yeah, I open it, it cracks in half. No, man. Then I have to send it back to Josh. I'll have to send it back to wherever he got it. They'll send him a new one. He'll send me the new one, I guess, right? But
Damn,
yeah.
I was on Sideshow last night, and
Mhm.
there's a prime one. Predators. Well, there's a Jungle Hunter one, but that one's down to like the wait list open, so
Mhm.
whatever. But they have a Jungle Hunter one on there that I want so bad,
Mhm.
and there's like 4 different options. One of them's already sold out, and then like you got the base option, which is freaking awesome. I'd be more than fine with that one. Then to go to the second option, which is like 2 extra accessories, it jumps up like $1,000, dude. And it's
Mhm.
like the smallest fucking. It's like a skull accessory and like
Mhm.
another, like a weapon for 1,000. I couldn't even, dude. I couldn't do that. I couldn't even. How do you justify paying that much extra for
Yeah.
2
Yeah.
accessories?
Yeah. Yeah, Josh. So I was originally going to put my new Billy bookcase over this side and move my desk over here. Then I got another idea. So now I'm putting my Billy bookcase where my desk used to be. So now my desk is in a temporary spot until I paint the part of the room that I'm putting my desk at, if that makes sense. And it doesn't even make sense to me, but in the middle of a remodel in this room, I wanted to put a Billy bookcase here, and I put it here instead. So now my desk is in the middle of the floor until I paint and fix this up a little bit. But it'll be you'll probably even get a different background next time I'm on. Well, maybe not next time, but maybe next week sometime if I can paint it this week. No, you're not tripping. Not on a Monday, dude. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna go down the basement and then I would have had another background that you would have really been tripping off of. But I just decided to just pull my desk out in the middle and try to work it out. But man,
When
he's
was-
paying attention. He's good, man. He's
I was just
attention to
gonna say,
detail. Yeah.
I was
like
just gonna say, when does the new season of Mando start?
Very soon, I hope, man. 'Cause that's one that I will sit down and will not be bothered to watch. I want to watch the whole thing right through. Probably, I love that show.
Because I know people are starting to talk about. I'm just wondering.
Hmm.
Oh, my Donatello's finally shipping.
The big one.
Yeah, fucking Amazon, dude. Like, I think I ordered it. I ordered it in like mid January,
Hmm.
and it was supposed to be 2 days shipping, and it kept getting pushed like 3 days back every 3 days. I'm like, Amazon, can you just be like, can you just send me a thing saying you don't fucking know when it's gonna ship instead of changing it every 3 days? Oh, now it's expected this date. 3 days go by. Now it's expected this date. 3 days go by. Now it's expected. I'm like, just tell me you don't know. But it says it's shipping now, so it's finally shipping, and they charged. So they'll be complete now. They'll all be together.
I don't know why you have some. I never have any trouble with Amazon. I guess it's like we were talking about with Jay the other day, Geek Life's dad. He was telling, I guess the area I'm in, the one thing we have going for us is we do have a shitload of Amazon warehouses around the area.
We got a brand
Delaware,
new
Pennsylvania,
distribution center right here. We got two of them, brand new. One's 45 minutes away, and one's like 15 minutes, 10 minutes away.
Yeah, I can think of about
Amazon fucking sucks.
I can think of about 5 within the hour radius of where I'm at. So, like I said, I ordered something one time, and it came the same night. And then I ordered something, and it said you have an option of getting it 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. I'm like, well, if you really want to make somebody deliver, and they dropped it off on my porch at 4 a.m. Like I'm leaving the house to go to work, and I'm damn near tripping over the box.
Yeah, I've had that before. I just had that recently. They it was like overnight shipping, and it was on my porch by like 4 a.m.
It's pretty cool that they can do that with certain things.
Yeah, I mean, if they're on point, they're on point. But
yeah,
I've had a lot of problems with them this year. I'm to the point where I don't even want to mess with them anymore.
And this is coming from somebody who doesn't even have Prime.
Always packing up damaged shit, and
like I don't have Prime, so everything I buy, you get free shipping over $25 anyway. So most of the shit I buy is going to be over $25. If it's not, if I get something really cheap, excuse me, I'll just wait and get a few more things till I make it over $25, and boom, free shipping. So for me, I don't even know why I would need Amazon Prime, except for the TV shows that I'm not going to watch because I just don't watch that much TV. So it's kind of asinine for me to get it. I have thought about it though, just because I want to be in, but I don't know. Right now, I don't need it.
Yeah.
Well, wrestling's on, so I may have to scoot out of here. And so that way, wrestling is like the NyQuil for me. So I get to like fall asleep within the hour. It is from Madison Square Garden tonight, I believe. I think it is. It's either there or the Brooklyn Nets Stadium. I forget which one they're at tonight, but New York's usually a pretty good show. So that should be pretty good. I mean, I'll probably stay up to at least 9:15, be in New York City, So we'll see.
Oh yeah, it's been an hour. We're good.
Yeah, Josh, enjoy your night too, man. Thanks for joining, man. I appreciate that. Can't wait to get that Mando, brother. So we're gonna be on again Wednesday, and this one's gonna be not that they're all special. Everybody we've had on, everybody we have scheduled. We don't look at anybody different than any other person. We just appreciate everybody coming on, but this one here, Edward Payson, he is a writer director for some horror movies. He's done a lot of work in the industry, and we can't wait to sit down and talk to him this Wednesday. It'll be at 7 p.m. Eastern, so if you guys can join, it'll be a pretty interesting chat with our first writer-director, if I'm not mistaken, right?
That is correct.
Yeah. So we're trying to move around and do different things on the show. So this will be different for us, and we can't wait. So 7 p.m. Wednesday. We were originally talking about doing it tomorrow, and I'm like, well, that's Valentine's Day. People might, EC might have young lady he want to take out. Who knows? And you never know. So What's up, Toby? I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining. We're about to sign off though, but thanks for joining. That's my
We'll be back Wednesday.
a friend of
Make sure-
mine there. What's that? Yeah.
Make
Yeah,
sure
come
you-
back Wednesday, Toby. Man, we're gonna have Edward Payson on here, writer director. Check
Or
it
you
out,
can
man.
stay till Wednesday, but you're gonna be kind of lonely.
Yeah. Well, he never know. He might. That's how much he likes our show. So yeah. Is that it, man? You done bitching for the night?
Yeah, until Wednesday.
Okay. And then
I'll
we'll
have some-
start
I'm
over
sure
again. then.
I'm sure I'll have some more for you guys on Wednesday.
Well, we can't bitch in front of the guests. We'll have to bitch after or before.
Oh, they
yeah.
might bitch with us.
They might. Who knows? Who knows? I'm sure I'll have bitching to do after tomorrow. It's my first day back. We'll see how it goes.
Right.
Hopefully Toby didn't leave too much work for me. So,
Oh,
all right, everybody. We're going to get out of here. Everybody have a good night, and we will see you on Wednesday. I know you'll be here, Mega Demon. I appreciate that, man. So, yeah, we'll see you guys on Wednesday at 7 p.m. with Edward Payson. And for now, that's what effing figures.
have a good one, guys.
Get me out of here. I got to go watch